For all these goddamn liberals who think they know so or are so world traveled, and these motherfuckers will pick up a backpack in a second and hike across the Alps or go to Amsterdam, and we gotta travel, we gotta experience the world. There's so much to see in the world. Then why the fuck, when they come to their own, when they're in their own goddamn country, the U.S., when Hillary Clinton don't win, they're like shocked. Where did those people come from that voted for him? The fuck you mean? You travel the world, you travel throughout your own country, you see the diversity of the world, the diversity of the country, but for some reason, when you go out of your country, you say, oh my, well, this is how they are in Pakistan, or, oh, this is how they are in Italy. But think that when you get back home to your country, that everybody thinks like you. And if you actually drove across this country, like I have, I've been out of the country a few times, but mostly throughout the country, all over the goddamn place. From Alaska to goddamn Florida, Wisconsin, South Carolina, Virginia, California, Arizona. I've been to some of these goddamn states for work and just travel. It's stupid. I'm almost every state. And you see, it's not just sitting in the big cities of these states, it's going to suburban areas, rural areas, and you actually get to see what really America looks like. It ain't a bunch of goddamn, I swear, once you get out of the big cities, you actually see what the majority of the country is actually like. And they're not this liberal mentality that a lot of these kids and a lot of these people in these larger cities want to believe, especially these young ones. How can they? I can't understand. Donald Trump wins, and people in big cities. I live in San Francisco. They're nuts. They're going crazy. They're crying like babies. Hillary Clinton loses. Donald Trump wins. They can't believe it. They seem to think that the world is literally just like them. And being that the world is not like them, or at least this country does not think like them, there is a problem. So what they're saying is their version of right is the only version. That is exactly how you do not have a functioning country. Right? And people always talk about we need which I think is fine, more than a two-party system, which is fine. But these sons of bitches can't even function with a two-party system. They think it's insane. Could you imagine if there were, I don't say, there's obviously more parties in the country, but more than two parties that actually are considered anything by large people. I think there should be equality amongst the parties. One should not be honored more than the next, and let the whole country hear about what each, party is about, what they represent, right? But for some dumbass reason, these kids are running around like they're nuts, like spoiled little brats. Our person did not win. What do we do? This is stupid. I'm moving to Canada, bye. Every person that says they are moving to Canada, moving to goddamn Mexico, moving to listen, all these goddamn women won and Hillary Clinton didn't win. Move to Afghanistan, you stupid bitches. Because that's all these women talk about. I sit at the bar, me and my buddy last night, argued with multiple people. Crazy ass women that were literally almost climbing over the bar, angry at the concept of somebody voting for Trump. A guy, the women were incensed that people actually voted for Trump. And of course, I'm in San Francisco. And the first thing they say is, he's a misogynist. He hates gay people. And he's racist. They were incensed. It was insane. So this country that they believe should be fair and equal and democratic. When democracy shows up, they're mad. How can you be mad? Democracy actually showed up. People actually voted for who they wanted. Your person lost. You don't get a chance to whine and complain. Because when Obama first won, the first time, white people, I remember watching the news and shit, and a lot of white people were going nuts. Of course, you heard racist things like, oh, the new, he's just going to be eating chicken every day and every night. They're going to have rap music playing throughout the White House. You know, he's only going to be focused on black people's issues. That's all you heard. White people were terrified, you know, of Obama being the president. They were terrified. You know what they didn't do? Leave. You know what they did? They didn't go up down the street protesting like a bunch of spoiled idiots. They didn't go protesting, burning shit down. Look at what happened in Oakland last night. That's ridiculous. Cars on fire. Some son of a bitch ran over, and that person deserved to be ran over because they were an idiot. Because they were blocking the car trying to go down the road. You deserve to be ran over. Burning up shit, protesting in the tens of thousands or thousands because their person didn't win. But these people are the ones that respect democracy. I mean, your party that you're under is called Democratic. If there's anyone that should respect democracy, it's you. Right? The person was elected. The person has not gotten a chance. Listen, the person was just elected. Do I think that Trump is Hitler? No. Do I think Trump said some inappropriate things? Of course. Do I think he's a misogynist? No. Most people don't even know what the goddamn word misogyny means or the definition of it. They have no idea. It is the hatred or extreme dislike of females. So if you want to look at the definition of misogyny, Donald Trump would not be like that because based just on his talking, you know, the numerous marriages, he doesn't hate women. He loves them. He loves a lot about them. He loves their boobs, their legs, their vagina, their blonde hair, their height, their skin tone. He owns a goddamn beauty pageant. He does not hate women. It's like the complete opposite. He loves them too goddamn much. But just because he said a few things, women are like, he's a misogynist. You don't know what the definition of that means. As soon as a woman says, he's a misogynist, they don't know what it means. They obviously don't know. He's the polar opposite. Listen, for the people that women should be calling misogynists, like, I don't know, serial killers that dissect women, kill prostitutes, just these serial killers that are fucking up women, they don't even call them misogynists. They say they're predators. That is a misogynist. This person has an extreme disdain for women and a hatred of them for so much that they are chopping them into pieces. Is that not the best person to equate with misogyny? Not somebody who just fucks a bunch of people. That most people will call that person a player, not a misogynist. That's stupid. And women want to confuse being a player and a misogynist like they're interchangeable. They're not. You can't be a player and a misogynist at the same time. You just can't. But you look at all these motherfuckers. Look at them. 1,000+ people estimated in protests in downtown Oakland. Look at all these sons of bitches protesting. They don't and it's all these white people. Listen, black people, stop listening to white people. Don't follow what white people say because they're a bunch of idiots. Listen, look at, I'm looking at TV right now. Look at them all. It's just a gang of white people. Mad. For what? They look at them. You know, what are you mad about? Listen, number one, everybody knows California is Democratic. It's going to go Democratic. Nobody has to whine and complain. You should, all you motherfuckers that wanted to sit out there and protest actually should have been volunteering to help her candidacy, reach out to people in the suburbs and rural areas and convince them to vote for her. Because you're protesting here don't mean shit. California is a Democratic state. It will be for a very long time. So you whining crybabies, they didn't get on no van, they didn't get on no bus, they didn't take no flight to Texas. Just look at this. Bigotry is not a part of is not a party platform. Look at it, it's just out of control women. This is fantastic. This shit and all these people are doing just because Trump won the presidency, I think is fantastic. Because it proves exactly what I've been saying for a long time. Women are out of goddamn control. They're out of control. You can't say shit to them. You can't tell them shit. They know everything. And the second they want to be called a victim, they will be. They're the victims of everything. You can't, listen, women are so nuts nowadays, you can't look at them, you can't talk to them. They act like they're these goddamn independent, free-thinking, don't need nobody people, but take their ass to a goddamn bar and see if they pay for your drinks. Take their ass to court and see if they don't act like see if they don't act like they were the victim of, and he was aggressive with me and I'm a woman. Do that. Look at them. It's literally just a bunch of stupid-ass white kids, dumb-ass Asian people. Again, this is San Francisco. Stupid-ass Hispanics, and they're just young kids. Look at them. And there's a few older ones sprinkled in there, not many. But it's just, look at it, white supremacy. Look, this guy had a sign that said, Trump is white supremacy. It was a white kid. That shows you how stupid these people are. Trump is for white supremacy. How is that possible? That is what they don't understand. This is why they will fail. They do not understand that the white people that did not protest and go nuts and insane when Obama won the first time and the second time, that kept going to work, they didn't go nuts. They didn't flee to Canada. They stayed here and dealt with it, even if they hated it. These sons of bitches get to say, yeah, it's for white supremacy. But what you say is this: the reason why that Donald Trump won is because women are just stupid idiots, and these people that just want to be victims to everything are just dumb idiots. The only reason Hillary Clinton lost is because she played this amazing victim role, or excuse me, not this amazing victim role. She played this, women need to come out and vote for me, and women support me, and he hates women, and he's disrespectful to women, and you women need to vote for me. That's all good. You can say that he was disrespectful. Does he hate women? No. You can say he was disrespectful what he said. But the problem is this stupid bitch didn't even mention the fact that, hey, you know, there's actually white people in this country, white males. That's why they didn't vote for your dumb ass. You didn't even acknowledge them as being a segment to actually be concerned about. It was just about women and black people vote for me. And Mexicans, he's going to kick you out of the country. And Muslims, he's going to kick you out and not let you come in. That's it. And then you see the people that nobody talks about, white people, white males said, fuck this shit. We just dealt with 8 years of Obama. If they liked them or if they're not, we just dealt with it and we sucked it up. You know, we sucked it up or we enjoyed it. Who knows? They dealt with 8 years of it. You know. And now for you to try to get elected, now you're just going to talk about women, it's for us women. Look at this. Women protest black. Look at these signs. That they look like complete. I swear to God, I have an 8-year-old son. Look at these women. They're out of control. They're in tears. Those ones are like a bunch of lesbians. Look at them all. Look at the tits on that one. But they're out of control. Look at this girl. I swear to God, I'm looking at this march, and I don't know, this has to be Berkeley because they look like a bunch of idiots. Look, there's a little. Look at this one. God, dog. It's literally just a bunch of out of control women, and then the idiot guys in there that are like, yeah, we need to take care of women. Fuck these goddamn women. I think most of these women should be put on a goddamn boat like the Somalians are trying to escape and set the drift. They should be set adrift in the ocean. Fuck them. Most of these women are pieces of shit nowadays. This is why I can't understand how guys go out on dates with these assholes and buy them shit. Look at this fucker. Look at this guy. And most of these guys out here, God forbid this country is ever invaded by somebody, or we'd have to pick from certain parts of the country to actually defend us or defend this country. If we had to pick from the Bay Area, we're dead. Because these goddamn men out here are so weak. They're so feminized. We gotta be concerned about just what females want, because if you're not a feminist, you don't care about equality. Bullshit. We're dead. The out of control women. And that's why she lost. Enough people said enough is enough with these nutty ass women running around acting like they are the victims of everything. Look at this. Some high school, the kids had a walkout. I hope every one of those jackasses get expelled. Another school, a walkout. Another school, a walk. Look at these sons of bitches. These are high schools. What the fuck are they protesting? They're not even old enough to vote. Right? What are you protesting? Your parents didn't vote right? Your family members didn't vote right? To get their dumb asses back in school. Every one of them should be expelled. Fuck them. Pieces of shit. These people don't care about this country. They just care about being victims and being little babies and cry bullies. That's all they care about. That's all they can do. That's their own worth. That's terrible. And if they live to be in their 50s, 60s, like what am I about to say? I don't know where he heard it. He said, when people are young, they're typically Democrats. As they get older, they become Republicans. If they live to be old, then they will change. Not to say that they're just going to be some crazy Republican just saying, you know, but they will actually see both sides and possibly even lean more to one side at times and another side at other times. But the problem with these kids nowadays, there is no leaning. It's just cater to me. Because I'm, and the people that I'm with are really the most important things in this country. And we're all that matters. You pieces of shit. I hope all you little fuckers that walked out of school, I hope you don't get a goddamn onion for Christmas, you pieces of shit. Let my son ever walk out of school because of an election. Get your dumb ass in school. You don't pay no goddamn bills. Right? You ain't cooking dinner. You ain't buying your own clothes. You ain't doing shit. You want to say I'm mad because of the election? Don't let these other motherfuckers brainwash you. That's the problem with people nowadays. They are so much a bunch of sheep. They can't even figure out how to have their own thought process. That's why they all parrot the same thing. Talk to them. Talk to any women or any some person that calls himself a feminist. Or you don't even have to. They don't even have to call themselves a feminist. Just talk to them. They will parrot the same things. They can't help it. There's so much of a sheep that they can't even figure out how to be individual. And they think in what they're doing that they're being individual. No, you're not, idiot. You're being the opposite of individual. You're not allowing your brain to think on its own. You're not allowing yourself to come to your own conclusions. You're not doing your own research. You listen to other motherfuckers and having them tell you what you should believe or what you should think. Right? Because in reality, most people that actually are free thinkers, I don't know if that's what you call them or a word, or term, end up somewhere in the middle. Because if you cannot find any benefit of liberal ideas, then you're just being closed-minded. If you can't find any benefits or pluses out of Republican ideas or whatever, then you're just being closed-minded. Most sane people have an idea that I understand some of that, and I on that side, I understand some of that on that side. I'm actually in the middle because my brain is not, I can only be for you, and you guys are the only ones that make sense, and it all that matters. Most people that are sane and not sheep actually end up in the middle because they can acknowledge that shit, each side here makes sense. Right? Take yourself out of the victim role and you'll be fine.